All right, welcome to our unboxing and review. This is of a Walthers HO scale CSX wood chip hopper. I'll get the end here so you can see what it is. 61-foot wood chip hopper. It says single, I guess. I think they sold these in 3-packs. That's why it says single on the end. So it's CSX 932-4061. All right. So we'll start off with the overall appearance of it, like if you were to buy it just straight off the shelf, which, I got this at a train show, but anyway. So it's, I like the look of the Walthers boxes. The way they've got this done right here looks really nice. The ends, you can really tell that when it's sitting on a shelf if you're looking for a particular thing, Walthers at either end. It's turned around backwards or that. You can really tell what the car, which manufacturer this box is, if there's a whole stack of them sitting there. So it's nice. It's got some really, just a good overall appearance. So then we'll do that for just the initial look at the box, where I'll give it a 9 out of it. 10, I mean, it'd have to have like some really neat graphics on it and stuff like that, but overall it does what it's supposed to do. So we'll give it a 9. All right, I'm going to pause it for a second. We'll get it unboxed, and we'll do a quick look at it after it's out of the box. We now have it out of the box. I just have it on the turntable. It's a little longer, so it's going to sit a little slanted here because the wheels are hanging off on one side versus the other side. So it's going to look a little funny hanging off there. I don't want to try to balance it. It'll just keep rolling off. So I'll just try to turn a little bit here. So there we go. I'll do it like that. Okay. So now we'll do the overall impressions of the car itself. We'll start doing rating all the different things on it, and then we'll do a test run on it. So first thing we look at is initial unboxing of it. So it looks pretty good. What you see when you look at the box on the shelf is basically what you get with the car when you get it out of the box. So I would say it doesn't let down for what your initial impression will be on the box. All right, so let's then talk about the next part would be the paint decals type of work. The paint looks really crisp. I'll get in here so you can see in these areas. You can see everything's really, I don't see any bleed through of anything. I don't see any black bleed through on the overpaint for any of this stuff. The little warning plates there, you can see here when this comes around, like see on the end here, it's got the number on there. Get it right here on the side, you'll be able to see it, the CSXT. So that looks pretty good. All the data here, it's nice and sharp and crisp. All this up here, all the warning stuff, all the same here, all of the stats for the car. All of that looks really good. I don't really see any issues with it. The stripe, everything. Like I said, none of the color is bleeding through. None of the black is bleeding through on the yellow. The yellow is good and strong. So I'll let this come around one more time here, and we'll do a review on it here. Yep, I would say overall the paint looks pretty good. So I'll give it 9.5 on the paint and decals. Now, next step will be the details. So we've got like the brake here, the brake wheel, and we've got all these ladders. These are all separately applied. It's not molded on. That's really nice. I hate seeing them when they're just molded on and versus the separately applied details. So you can see right here coming around, these are molded on right here. Underneath, we've got all the details underneath right there. They look really good. It's get that put back down right there. So I would say we'll get it come around here, let it come, keep coming around. You can see that on both ends that it's got all the details on there the way they're supposed to. Don't see anything offlined and all that. So again, from your initial impression from the looking at it on the store shelf, I would say it looks really good. All these separately applied details look better than the molded on. So let's see, details, we'll give it a 9 out of 10 because they probably could have done a little more like underneath with maybe some of the brake lines and things. I've seen some cars that have got that. Quite a few of the newer cars have those. So they could have had a few more things on here, maybe the hose on the end right here by the coupler. Yeah, I'll give it a 9 out of 10 just because the parts are separate, and like the width of the rungs and stuff is pretty good. It's not they're not too fat and heavy looking, so I'd say that's pretty good. All right, so next will be couplers. Well, as you can see right there with the brown coming around right there like that, these are McHenry style. These are the plastic couplers. These just don't last. Okay, I've had them on cars, and even just like with just accidentally like coupling and uncoupling kind of hard with an engine or something, you can break those pretty easily. So they cheaped out on the couplers. So we'll give it, I'll give it a 6 on the couplers. I think that's a pretty fair. I mean, it's better than a horn hook style. A horn hook would have gotten about a rating of about a 3. So this giving it a 6 is about fair for having those cheap kind of plastic couplers on there. All right, so next thing that we're going to talk about is going to be the wheels. So wheels on this. I'm kind of surprised they're just plastic. You can see right there. Get in a little bit closer. They're just plastic wheels. So that's a bit of a disappointment. I've seen a lot of the Walthers ready-to-runs with metal wheels from the factory. So that's something that'll have to be swapped out, especially if you do a lot of running, just to keep your rails clean. So that I'll give it a 6 on the wheels. I mean, they're going to do what they need to do, but it's just not the best by today's standards. So, okay, so that takes care of that. As far as most of the details and everything about this car, I mean, it's a nicely proportioned car. Everything looks good. I've judged it against the lengths of other cars. It's going to be pretty much spot on for the 61 foot. All right, so let's talk about the weight real quick. I'm going to lift this up. It's pretty light. Okay, so you could remedy this by adding some of those little square weights right inside there and paint them black so they're not seen if you don't put like the wood chip load in there. But if you put the wood chip load in, you're going to keep it like that, you don't really need to worry about doing that. So I would, so on weight, we'll give it a 6 on the weight. I mean, it's okay, but it definitely needs to be better. All right, so what we'll do now is I will hook the engine up to it, and we'll just see how it tracks across the track back here. If there's a lot of wobble to it, so we'll be back in just a second. All right, so we'll get it going here, and we'll see if we have any kind of wobble or anything. Nope, looks pretty good. Get it up to speed a little bit. No, it looks like it's okay. I'm kind of out of room here for doing a test. We'll put it in reverse. We'll come back. We'll just kind of see here how it goes in reverse. Anything worse? Nope, looks all right. Tracks well. All right, so we'll be back in just a second with the wrap up. Okay, so let me get the points here, and we'll review them again. So we had, out of the initial appearance, we had a 9. Initial unboxing appearance after you get it out, kind of looking at it overall, a 9. Paint decals, 9.5. Details, 9. Couplers, 6. Wheels, 6. Weight, 6. Performance, I gave it about a 9 on that. So total on that came to 63.5 out of a total possibility of 80 points. So that comes out to a 55.62 out of the 80 points. So I guess that rates it maybe around between a high C, low B, right around there. So it's a decent overall car. Does have some areas where it could have been better off the shelf. But once you got into it was okay. You just have to take care of replacing a few things yourself if you're doing more of the modern standards. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this review. Look for more to come. Best thing to do would be to like and subscribe if you want to see more of these reviews and get the notification on them. Okay, thanks for watching.